Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti and this is episode 21 of the Cruiser Clash Tournament. Over here we have the Shak's Terror, which is facing off against the Ironside. The Shak's Terror is by Amime, the Ironside is by the Shadow Kick. Each of these videos, or each of these vehicles, every vehicle in this tournament has an overview video done on it where I go into more detail about its systems, its weapons, its armor, all that sort of thing. If you'd like to find out more about these vehicles, the link to those overviews is found in the description. For now, though, we are going to go ahead and get this battle started. We will see how this goes. I have a feeling that we may have a disqualification issue here, where the Shak's Terror may go out of range for too long. Oh yeah, it's already out of range. We'll see how quickly it can return to range, but it's gone way out there, and usually when it goes this far, that it does not make it back in time. It's the Shak's Terror relies on its opponent to carry some of the weight when it comes to keeping within range of each other, and so against slower or stationary craft like the Ironside, the Heavy Burden, I believe Task Force Danolite. Actually, I think Task Force Danolite it stayed in range properly, but yeah, it's having difficulty maintaining its range. It has 7 seconds left on the clock. It is back in range with we'll call 5 seconds left on its disqualification clock. Basically, if it does that again, it's going to be disqualified. Let's do a damage report. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing has happened. Ironsides hasn't even fired its gun. It just it fired off a volley of missiles, but it was way too slow to ever have a hope of catching the Shak's Terror. Which I do feel is kind of odd, because missiles were developed for the express purpose of catching fast and maneuverable craft and shooting them down. Well, okay, not for the express purpose, but that was a big reason to have them. Oh, really close to the edge of there. Oh, out of range. Still out of range. Still out of range. Still out of range, and disqualified.
Turning off.
But missiles were, they were meant to be more powerful and deadly than guns, and I'm talking in real life here. And fast maneuverable aircraft, like, that's something that missiles are good at killing, but in From the Depths, the speed that you can attain with thruster craft like the Shak's Terror is much higher and easier to get than what missiles can do. I mean, you can make fast missiles, but then they only have like 500 meters of range, and against something like the Shak's Terror, you're never going to get that close. So while they do have the speed, they just won't have the range unless you make them like a mile long, which is not really practical. It's just one of the many downsides of missiles. But anyway, so we will get this restarted. That match does go to the Ironside there. As the Shak's Terror stayed out of range for too long and was disqualified. Go back over here. Okay. Get them back in view and get round 2 underway. We'll see if spawning them facing the same direction will make a difference here, because before in the first battle, the Ironside and the Shak's Terror were spawned broadside opposing. This time they're being spawned broadside facing. So we will see. Out of range. Okay. It took a little longer to get out of range, and it does not seem that the excess range is getting as high, as fast as it did before. So we'll see if it can make it back. Still pretty far out there, but it still does have 20 seconds to get back. Or no, 30 seconds to get back. But it has used most of its disqualification clock already. Alright, it is back in range. It has 14 seconds left. So it does seem like spawning them in the same direction made a fairly significant difference. But having a craft be that fragile, well, fragile in that manner, not the best of ideas. So the Shak's Terror, it's been discussed on the forums that if it had used that laser combiner idea that was talked about, and those missiles were firing, it would be a lot more effective. Or just if it had more turning power. And it is out of range again. See if it gets back in time. It has 6 seconds. And no, it is not back in range. It is disqualified again.
Turning off. Turning off. Turning off. Turning weapons only.
And since that leaves Shak's Terror with no operating constructibles, it has nothing left to fight with.
Taking control.
That makes, I don't know why I changed it back to combat. It doesn't make a difference. But yes, that means that the Ironside will be claiming victory here due to its opponent's disqualification. It will be getting 6 points, while the Shak's Terror will be earning 2. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the videos, even though sometimes some of these, oh, those were some big hits. The crams. Those are some pretty accurate cram cannons to land shots from that far away. I mean, I know the Shak's Terror is not moving, but crams are not the most accurate weapons, and that's pretty good. Oh, jeez. Just explosion after explosion after explosion in there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.